I will not stop watering. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I would do an updated palette collection. So one of my most popular videos on my channel is actually my palette collection, and I've filmed 3 of these now. Every time I've uploaded it you've always seemed to like it, so I thought I'm gonna do a makeup collection, but I don't want to rush into it because my drawers aren't like as neat as I would like them to be at the moment. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm gonna film it when I'm completely happy with it. So for today I'm just gonna speak about my palettes. Now palettes is something that I absolutely love, and I've said at the start of every single video, it's one of my things I love to collect. If there's anything in a collection I would like to get, say for like a limited edition MAC collection, it's gonna be a palette. So I'm gonna show you some of my favorite ones today and some of the ones I bought sort of at the end of 2017, and there's not really much else to say, but let's get on with the video. So I'm going to start off with one of my favourite palettes. Now I was not sure about this one at the start. I was a bit like, the first time I used it I was in a rush, but I still wanted to use it because I had just got it. Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I love this palette now. It's one of my favourites and I do use it every single day, and it looks like this. One downside is it gets extremely dirty. I don't feel like a white palette. I love the look of it, but I don't feel like it's very like within makeup, probably one of the worst colours to have is white. She has changed the packaging and now there is now like a white clean one, but obviously I bought it from the UK and I'm pretty sure that one's only exclusive to Ulta, and it looks like this. I've used this a lot, and in the camera it's not looking as dirty as it does in person. I love this. I don't use a lot of the shades, I haven't used a lot of these shades, the shimmer shades, just because I sort of stick to the same looks. But the most popular shades in this I use are, there is names but I don't have. Probably my most popular shades I use is this yellow and this blue. As if I'm gonna buy it, but am I gonna use all the colours? The blue is my most frequently used shade, this one. I use this on the lash line all the time, as you'd have probably seen a few of my videos. So I love this palette and it's definitely one of my most used. It is a Morphe one, so the quality of the eyeshadows is absolutely excellent. At the start I did feel like some of the shadows were a bit patchy, which I still feel like some of them are. Some of the darker colours like the black, I don't feel like the black is very good, and I don't use it a lot because when I do try and use it, like where I would usually buff out my eyeliner, it's not that good. But apart from that I feel like it is a very good palette, and it was, I'm pretty sure I paid £38, but I would definitely pay it, and I feel like it is a really good palette. So the next palette I actually picked up in 2017 is this Inglot one. This is a custom palette which I made myself, so the shades don't come like this. You can obviously buy the same shades, but I'm not sure about the names or anything, but this is it. So this is completely matte, and this is my most used palette. The whole look I've got on today, I know this eye looks absolutely dreadful because it will not stop watering, but it is used with this palette. It is so good. Shades are so pigmented. I'll swatch it now for you, but literally look at that. They are not chalky at all, and they are so good. They're the most pigmented eyeshadows I've ever worked with, and a shades Inglot have to offer as well is absolutely incredible. I've never seen a brand like it. It is so good, and these eyeshadows were all £3 each. So as I've said in a lot of my videos where I spoke about this eyeshadow palette, or any eyeshadows I would be, if there was any eyeshadows I would recommend to you guys, it would definitely be Inglot eyeshadows, because you get to pick your own as well, and it's really handy to like to try out maybe 5 shades and get one like this. They also do shimmers, so have a look on the website and see if there's any you like, and I definitely recommend purchasing some Inglot shadows. The next palette I have is the Morphe one. I have 2 Morphes. I have the Morphe 35OM and the 35T, but this is the 35, but this, oh my god, it's just snapped. This is the 35OM. Literally, this is one of the best palettes I own because I can use it for so many different things. So as you can see, I've literally hit 2 of these shades have been used. These are the white shades. I used to use these to set under my eyes and they worked so well, so they are gone. I use these shades at the top all the time for transition shades. This is a beautiful shade and I use that today. And the best thing about this palette, if you've got similar hair to me or even a bit darker, this is the best palette to use. There is a palette I've wanted for the longest time by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's an eyebrow one. If you're like a freelance makeup artist, you probably own it or you probably want it. I would so recommend getting this palette. Look how many brown shades are in here to do your eyebrows. I literally, if you see these, all they've got marked in is like eyebrow brush marks, because I literally dip into loads of different shades and add it to my brows because it's so good and they work so well. So if there's an eyeshadow palette I would recommend you, which is definitely worth the money and the pigmentation is insane, I definitely recommend a Morphe one. If you've got hair like me and maybe blue eyes, I'd recommend getting the 35OM the 350 or the 350M, but there's obviously so many other different shades as well. So if you're looking for a palette which is, I'm pretty sure these are £19 and you want to get your money's worth, definitely get a Morphe palette. So in terms of palettes, one of my most favourite brands to buy for is MAC. I love MAC for their creativity and especially their packaging. I'm an absolute sucker for good packaging, so if there's a brand I love for limited edition packaging, it's always going to be MAC. And one of my favourite YouTubers this in December actually released a collab with MAC, which was Patrick Star. So I've got his palette and it looks like this. This is one of the best palettes from MAC I own. The pigmentation is insane in this one. The colours are really nice, and the colours are really nice. I'm pretty sure these are all permanent shades, but I'm pretty sure this one, which is the shimmer shade, I think is limited edition one called Oh My God. Oh My God. I really like this and definitely one of my favourite MAC palettes. And I've also got quite a few MAC palettes because ones like these little quads are the ones that I like to collect. I have both Mariah Carey ones, but I'm not sure where the other one is gone. So I have both Mariah Carey ones. The silver one I use, and the one with the silver shade I use for my highlight days. So if you're wondering what that is what that is. But I don't have a clue where I put it. But this one is insane. I love the yellow shade in this one for putting on the lid. It is so pretty. And this is in the shade I'm that chick you like. And then I've just got a few other ones which I have featured in videos before. Like I've got the Cinderella one, I've got the MAC Times 9, which I don't rate that much, it's not actually that good, and the MAC Trend Forecast from spring 2015. So I've had this one quite a while and it's probably well past its sell by date, but it's too pretty to throw away, so I'll just keep it in my collection for now. So obviously I do have a lot of MAC palettes, but generally my favourite ones are probably my MAC Patrick Star one and definitely my Cinderella one. So another MAC one I got for Christmas is the MAC Mischief Minx palette. So this looks a little something like this. The packaging of this one feels a lot more sturdy than other palettes I own from MAC, and it feels like really good quality, and the shades in this are beautiful, and I just feel like this would be absolutely excellent for traveling. This shade, this here is really pigmented, and I sort of use it as a blusher slash highlighter, like bronzer topper, like just sort of all over thing. The colours in here are beautiful. This one is stunning, and the golden here is beautiful too, and it comes with a mirror, so it's absolutely excellent for traveling. So this isn't a new palette to my collection. I probably got it around summer last year, summer 2017, but this is the Primark Master Eye Palette by PS Beauty, I suppose. And obviously when you look at this, the first thing you probably think is it looks exactly like a MAC one, and it does. It feels like a MAC one. The packaging is the exact same. These are beautiful, and they do remind me a little bit of the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills, when it literally, I probably should throw it away because it is beaten up, and I've nearly used every single shade in there. So yeah, it looks exactly like that, and the shades in here are incredible. And for the longest time I actually used the palette for my eyebrows once again, because shadows are the one thing I like to actually use on my eyebrows, just because I feel like they work a lot better. So pigmented, and this was £6, so I definitely recommend Primark palettes because they're amazing. And my favourite palette of the whole entire year is the Becca Chrissy Teigen. I spoke about this in many videos. This is my favourite palette. There's obviously a lot of palettes. Some are eyes, some are like, you can get lip palettes, and you can get face palettes, and any type of palettes you can get nowadays. But this is my favourite one. This is a face palette, and obviously you get a blush, 2 highlighters, and a bronzer. Now the bronzer I've hit pan on, and I so desperately want to track down another one of these, because this is my favourite, and when I run out of this I'm going to be so gutted. Also get 2 highlighters, which I don't actually use an awful lot because they are quite dark for my skin tone. I mean, I use them a lot as like a bronzer and a blush topper, and they work really nice for that. Absolutely no complaints. They're so pigmented and such good quality, but they're just not really my colour skin. And then there's the blush, which I also use pretty much every day, and I haven't hit pan on that, but it's absolutely beautiful, so you only actually need a tiny amount. But this is my favourite palette of the year. It's so good. I got mine off Space NK. The packaging is such good quality. It's so heavy, and you can definitely feel like the quality in it. So this is my favourite palette, and yeah. So that is the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I don't feel like it's very original, and I have already done a video like this. I've had like, I think about 1,500 views on my last one, so I just wanted to do like an updated one before I do my actual whole makeup collection. So if you want to see my whole makeup collection, which is, I will show you quick over here, then give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.